Toyotaro versus young Jijii. In this video, I'm going to compare Toyotaro's main work, Dragon Ball Super, with young Jijii's Bardock After, Dragon Ball Versus, and Dragon Ball After. In this video, we're going to be comparing both of the manga authors and seeing who comes out on top. Let's go. Composition is very important in terms of manga. Defines how you read the page and how it looks. The pictures tell a story in themselves. The illustrations are part of the experience, but also how the boxes or panels, windows are organized defines how you're going to enjoy the experience and how you're going to read it. Looking at Dragon Ball Super, the early volumes are very cluttered. The boxes seem very messy. There's so much dialogue and exposition. It's all over the place, and it makes reading Dragon Ball Super a bit of a slog. You're really pushing through just to get to the good parts, and I believe the reason for this is that Toyotaro was trying to catch up with the anime, which is new for Dragon Ball manga. Got the Dragon Ball Super manga and Toyotaro trying to catch up, which has really shown in the earlier illustrations and the early manga volumes. This leads for an unpleasant reading experience, and one that's far worse in my opinion than Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball mangas that have come and gone. Thankfully, this has seemed to become better as the manga's gone on. After the Tournament of Power arc, it seemed to have got better, and I think that's because Toyotaro isn't on a strict schedule. He's writing now and he's got a bit more leniency, it seems. It seems as though he's got more leeway to write what he wants to write and illustrate what he wants to illustrate, which is great, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the Mora arc turns out. Now, it's time to look at how young Jijii handles composition in his publications. What you'll notice with young Jijii, as compared to Toyotaro, is that young Jijii has a much more stripped back, bare bones style in regards to composition. He lets the panels breathe, and he also lets the artwork be appreciated. The lack of dialogue and exposition allows you to really appreciate the incredible artwork that these guys can really achieve. Now, this can work to his disadvantage. I'm not saying young Jijii's perfect by any means. However, I do prefer his style of laying out the panels compared to Toyotaro. Toyotaro's panels feel completely bogged down and cluttered, as I said before. Young Jijii's, however, feel the exact opposite. They're completely stripped back. He doesn't put much in terms of dialogue at all, really, and he really lets the panels flow. This is one of those things where you will blast through a publication of young Jijii's in no time at all. You can read through an episode of Bardock After, or Gohan X Trunks, or Dragon Ball After, and you can blow through them in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So it has its pluses and it has its minuses. Another thing you'll notice about young Jijii's art style compared to Toyotaro's composition is that he likes to keep the manga boxed in. So what I mean by that is he likes to keep the artwork inside the boxes. However, he does break the rule occasionally. It seems as though he's taken this inspiration from Akira Toriyama, because that's a thing that Akira Toriyama used to do quite a lot. He would keep inside the boxes and the panels and only occasionally break it to change up the style and keep you interested. And I think it works quite well, I mean, especially as Toyotaro was amazing at implementing it. Starting with breaking down the artwork style of Toyotaro, we are looking at Goku Black going Super Saiyan Rose. Now, this illustration, this piece of artwork is really good. I mean, you can feel the energy coming off of it and the dynamicism in the art style. It's great. His face looks evil, his aura looks menacing and powerful. All in all, it's really good. But again, Toyotaro's love of filling pages with boxes and panels. Imagine if this artwork was the full page. It would be amazing. It would be even better. This artwork is superb, but he just ruins it again with his panels. There's no need for those three on the side. We don't need Vegeta and Goku reacting on this page. We don't need Goku reacting again, and then Zamasu reacting. He's obsessed with characters reacting. He should just let this artwork stand as it is, because it's really good. The next image we're going to be looking at is an image of Vegeta going Super Saiyan Blue. Now, again, it is on a page where we've got lots and lots of panels and boxes and dialogue. Now, the art itself, I really love the aura and like the impact it has on the page. It looks like a violent transformation of power. However, I've got some problems with this. Vegeta looks like a 13-year-old boy in the actual artwork. He's really slim. He's slimmer than he was when he was Super Saiyan 2 back in the day. He just doesn't look powerful in terms of his physique. So, I'm not a big fan of it. Toyotaro is a great artist, but this isn't one of his best. We have actually got a direct comparison, because young Jijii actually redrew a lot of Toyotaro's panels from Dragon Ball Super. So this is an awesome idea, is to give us an idea as to how young Jijii would have written Dragon Ball Super rather than Toyotaro. We see a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta in the same position, in the same styling, so it's awesome for comparison. Toyotaro's is on the right hand side and young Jijii's is on the left. As you can see from the image, in my opinion, there's a lot more dynamicism, a lot more oomph to the Toyotaro's art style on the right hand side. However, saying that, young Jijii's Vegeta looks better. In my opinion, his face looks better, his body in particular does look a lot better, where he doesn't look like a child in that image. Toyotaro's looks like a 12-13-year-old boy, as I said, but Vegeta on the left, young Jijii's version, looks buffer. He does look more physically strong, which he should be, considering these guys have been training since they could basically walk. They should be buff, they should be physically strong. So, in my opinion, I do prefer, in this instance, young Jijii's version of this illustration. To break down young Jijii's art style compared to Toyotaro, his art style for me feels more in proportion. The characters look better. The action scenes in the manga, in my opinion, are easier to follow. You don't have to strain yourself to figure out what's going on. He does establishing shots, and he also lets you know what's going on. The process and the flow of the fights feel a lot better. Now, looking at some examples we've got on the screen, we've got Kid Goku going Super Saiyan 3. Now, if you have a look at the artwork, it is superb artwork. The only thing for me that's missing is maybe a little bit more shading. I mean, I love the proportions. He's done an awesome job here. Moving on, we've got Goku Black going Super Saiyan 3. This is in a Dragon Ball Versus, so it is a fan manga, guys. It's not canon, but it's his artwork, it's his art style, so it's great to see a comparison. Moving on from that, we've got an image here, an illustration of Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and in my opinion, it is awesome. He's done a great job. The pose is good, the angle he's standing at looks great. I mean, I like the character design anyway of Super Saiyan 4, so I'm maybe a little bit biased on this one. It looks superb, and I don't really have any problems with this. I think it's just great. Now guys, same as before, we actually have a direct comparison between young Jijii and Toyotaro. I know I sounded like I'm more in favour of young Jijii throughout this whole video maybe, but in this particular case, Toyotaro smashes it. Young Jijii's art compared to Toyotaro's in this instance looks flat. It looks two-dimensional, it doesn't look very good, the hair doesn't look as sharp, he doesn't look like he's powering up like he would be, because this is a first transformation. So this is his first time going Super Saiyan Rose. And in Toyotaro's version on the left hand side, you can see all the power radiating off of him, the glee he's got from transforming for the first time and getting to this new height of power. And on the right hand side for young Jijii's version, I just don't feel it. I think Toyotaro absolutely smashed this one. In conclusion, I think that these are both great manga artists and authors, each having its own advantage and disadvantage. I think Toyotaro is really good at the artwork, he's great at drawing dynamic poses, however, he does make characters too slim now and again with that sort of stripped back look, and I have heard that that's actually Akira Toriyama wanting that, so I don't even know if I can properly blame Toyotaro for that. Also, his cluttered panels, his composition really needs work. He really needs to work on it, and even Akira Toriyama has once before said that he needs to work less and actually simplify all the panels. So I really hope that he picks that up and continues to get better during the Mora arc and even after. Young Jijii, on the other hand, young Jijii is really good at drawing battle scenes and power-up scenes. He's great at them. However, he does have some issues with regards to his artwork looking a tad bit flat now and again, and also the story. I don't even know if he does all the stories, but if he does, the stories do seem to fly by. You can just run through one of his volumes in no time at all, 10 or 15 minutes. So these guys are always on the complete opposite scales to each other. Young Jijii, short stories, great battle scenes, but you fly through them. Toyotaro, he's got so much to say, and he wants so many reaction panels in all of the manga volumes, so he needs to strip it back a bit. All in all, both great manga artists. Let me know who you think is the best. Comment down below. If you've got any ideas for future videos as well, please let me know. Thanks for watching.